Good morning, dear students. Let's start the topic which is very important, which is apparent weight of a man in a lift or elevator. For this, assume first of all we need to know what is apparent weight. Apparent weight. Actually, weight is somewhat different from the apparent weight. When a man is standing on the floor, in that case, with which force it presses the ground, it's actually representing its weight. Now, what is apparent weight? It is the force exerted by surface in contact with the body. Means what amount of force is exerted by surface in contact. For example, this body is lying on this surface, right? It is having some weight which is mg. Now with what force this body, this surface is pressing it upward. For example, when you are standing on the ground or you are walking, you know that your body is pushing the ground. In turn, the ground is pushing you upward with certain force, right? For example, again, suppose you are standing in position on the ground. In that case, you are pushing the ground with the force mg. Now, since you are at rest, and we know that any body is at rest only when this is acted upon by some balanced force. In that case, this surface is applying some reactional force upward to the body, which is known as R. Now this R is known as the apparent weight of the body. In this topic, we will study how this apparent weight and actual weight of the man are related in different situations when he is in a lift or in elevator. Now first case is when that lift or elevator is at rest. Lift or elevator is at rest or moving uniformly, right? Moving uniformly. Now imagine this case. Let us consider this is the lift and this is the floor. Now the lift is at rest or moving uniformly. In both cases, acceleration is 0, right? Acceleration is 0, and we know that net force should be equal to the total force of this. The net force is what? 0, because we know that F is equal to ma. Since acceleration is 0 in case of rest or uniform motion, so F is equal to 0. And what about these forces? We know that this balancing force R is balancing this force mg, so we can write m r1 minus mg, or we can say r1 is equal to mg. It means in this case your apparent weight is equal to your actual weight of the body. Second case, when the elevator is accelerating upward. Second case, when the elevator is accelerating upward, right? In that case, this is the lift and this is the body, or this is the particle, and the force weight mg acting downward, and reactional force, like this is represented by r1, and this lift is moving upward. Keep in mind, the forces always act on the forces which is to be added or subtracted should act on the same body, that only be added or subtracted. So that is why we have put the force at this point, at the center of mass of the body. Since the force acting downward is acting at the center of mass of the body, and same word, the surface is exerting the reactional force in upward direction to the center of mass of the body. Now applying the forces, various forces are F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. Since it is moving upward, it means R1 is greater than mg. So we will write down R1 minus mg, or we can say R1 is equal to mg plus ma or this is equal to mg plus a. So clearly in this case r1 is greater than mg. So this shows that when the elevator is accelerating upward, in that case the apparent weight of the man in a lift will be greater than its actual weight, means his or her weight will be more than his actual weight. Next case, when the body is accelerating downward, right? When lift or elevator is accelerating downward, right? In that case, let us suppose this is a lift and the man is here, weight mg acting downward, reaction r2, suppose in this case acting upward and accelerating downward with acceleration a. So clearly, since it is accelerating downward, the net effective mg should be greater than r2. So forces are F is equal to ma is equal to mg minus r2, or we can say r2 is equal to mg minus ma, or this is mg minus a. So clearly r2 is lesser than the weight of the body, or we can say that in this case when the lift is accelerating downward, in that case the weight of that person will be apparently lesser than its actual weight of the body. Similarly, we can say in case of free fall, third case is in case of free fall means in that case the acceleration of the body here or acceleration of that lift is actually equal to the acceleration due to gravity, right? In that case we can say that the lift or elevator is freely falling, so in that case a is equal to g. So putting in this expression, r is equal to m g minus g is equal to 0. So reaction is 0. Reaction is 0 means in that case the body will possess no weight, or we can say this is the condition of weightlessness. Next case, we can say if the lift or elevator is accelerating downward with acceleration greater than g, if it is possible that acceleration is greater than g, in that case this reaction r2 is equal to m g minus a. Since a is greater than g, so r2 will be negative. R2 will be negative means what does it mean? It means that when the lift is accelerating downward, in that case the person will move toward the ceiling of that lift. So this is all about when the lift or elevator is in motion and what is the apparent weight of that person in different situations.